beautiful South Florida. There's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Miami Dolphins. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Now a guy who played his high school ball at Miami Central, it's James Cook. That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5. This defense for the Dolphins, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed the pace of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Ball on the 27. Here's a 2nd and 4. Here's Allen to throw it. Got it complete to Khalil Shakir. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
And even though this is a top 5 rushing offense, and we see this especially early in the game, they're going to do their best to keep you honest. They don't want you getting the habit of stacking the box, so that's a good throw there, and they're able to come up with the first down.
Our first carry for Najee Harris. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
First down, and they go back to Harris. They'll get it to the 23-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
From the 23, here's 2nd down and 2. Allen going to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with a little gain.
Here comes 3rd and about a foot. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up first downs.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now this time, Allen will throw. Allen going to run with it. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now a 2nd and 10. Allen. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Drew Sanders. And the Dolphins are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Now Allen. Now he's going to step up and run. And it's caught. And the Bills are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Oh, nice job there, bringing the ball right at the doorstep of the goal line. Couldn't quite get in to pay dirt, but he got awfully close. Let's see if they can cash it in over the next couple of plays.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. Cook will take this over the line. Touchdown, Buffalo. And that touchdown's going to put him in double digits now for the year. It's his 10th rushing touchdown of the campaign. Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either. And it's 7-0. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Looking to put a drive together. Here's Murray. Here's Higgins out on the right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. The Dolphins at 11-1 now on the year. They've gone a full couple of months now since their last loss. Winners of 8 in a row.
And we always talk about how a team has to play complementary football in order to really be a good squad. But I think in this league, if your offense isn't playing really well,
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Ed Oliver, that time the one to get in there and bring him down.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
And swing this out wide. Here's H.M. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 37. A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Murray going to throw. Connecting on the out route here with Higgins. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And all the way down inside the 5 and 4. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Murray. On the throw, letting too much that time. It's incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from drawing level. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Damone Clark.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Murray keeps it himself. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Now the extra point. he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Dolphins 14, Bills 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fights forward at the 20. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out,
his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Drew Sanders.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a touchdown!
Greg Dulcich from 10 yards out. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. An extra point attempt to follow here. It's good, and it is now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From the end zone, it's Strong.
And they'll be backed up a bit to start as he's out of bounds at the 16.
At their own 16-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
5 wide, 5 wide, 5 wide.
Here's Allen.
Has his man, it's Shakir.
Only able to gain a couple there. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Makes it 3rd and 11.
To throw, it's Allen.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. And the Dolphins will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, he had to wait until December, but congrats to the rookie, his first INT.
Yeah, he's been a reliable contributor for this defense throughout the season. Definitely got a bright future and has gotten even brighter after making that play.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Omaha.
To throw, it's Murray.
That's taken in by Palmer.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Here's Murray.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
2nd and 10.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ramsey. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down.
That's caught. It's Xavier Worthy.
And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Late in the season now, MVP chatter starts, and he might be on the fringe. This is always an award that goes quarterback, running back, usually quarterback. A lot of bias. Does he deserve consideration?
He more than deserves consideration because the way the game is played in the NFL now, it's a pass-first league, right? So that means that people are going to adjust their defenses for him each and every week, and he's still putting up big-time numbers. I know the quarterbacks, the running backs get it, but he should be firmly in the race for MVP.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10.
Green. That's 1. 2.
Now this time, Murray to throw it. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great effort there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Dolphins have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. And his sensational season continues. That touchdown grab, number 20 for him on the year. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Allen going to change this at the line.
Here's 2nd and 8. Allen going to run with it. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they can at least attempt to kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Bills first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Running off tackle with Cook. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Allen now looks to throw. A loss of 8 that time, and it brings up 3rd down. Now Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Now Allen. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's fourth down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Blocked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down?
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Boy, as we look down in the field, you can just see how a play like that changes momentum. Look, one side hooting and hollering, getting the big block, and the other side obviously dejected.
And since you mentioned momentum, few plays can change momentum as quickly as a blocked field goal. Big-time play there. Now see if they can capitalize on it and turn the fortunes in their direction.
Murray now to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. They'll block the way in for a Miami touchdown. Trey Palmer as the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From the end zone, it's Strong. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think
and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Dolphins are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
They fake the handoff, now Murray.
That's complete, left side to Worthy.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
To throw is Murray.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Murray now. Throwing left side, it's complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That puts him in excellent position, first and goal after a gain of 19.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Here's Murray, a quick throw complete. Touchdown, Dolphins! Elijah Higgins with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Dolphins have taken a 5-touchdown lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
42, Bills 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And this return going to come to a quick end. He is belted at the end of that one.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard.
Round 80! Let's go!
They pitch it out to Cook. Third down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Throwing now is Allen. And this one is incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They do go for it. Here's Allen. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position.
Now Achane on 1st and 10.
And they'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Devon Achane, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have taken a 6-touchdown lead.
Now the try here for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
49, Bills 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. What a spin. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try to pick themselves back up.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 19-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Allen.
Now he fires deep for Shakir.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
Still going.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
Khalil Shakir.
An 80-yard touchdown.
And the Bills are able to at least get one score back.
Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And the Dolphins are going to recover. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Play fake. Murray. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. He's got his man on the crossing route. This is Higgins. He was out there waving his arms. I mean, you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help. I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over it that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Was that the incorrect read or just more an error on the throw by the quarterback?
I lean more towards the latter, because it seemed like he was open there, just missed him on the throw.
And a tough one to miss, because now you're dealing with a fourth down. This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They're going for it. It's Murray. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on fourth down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation, because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
Again, it's Harris on second down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
3rd and 4.
Pass 85, pass 85. Monday.
Now Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. Yeah, this won't be enough. Stop the yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Down the left sideline. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen, 54 yards. And the Bills take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. It certainly worked, but that was a gutsy call to go for it on 4th and short.
Yeah, not sure I would have made that call, but give them a ton of credit for deciding to go for it and not only doing it, but doing it in fine fashion. Takes me back to this summer when we were touring camps. Remember we watched them practice, and they worked hard in these situations, and they blocked it up perfectly.
Defensively, they were so worried about the line of scrimmage. Once he got past that first wave of tacklers, goodbye. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And the Dolphins are going to recover. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Now he's into the clear again. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kyler Murray, 40 yards. And the Dolphins get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Bills 21.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Spinning past him. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, the same tempo, and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. To the air, Allen. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety.
All right, partner, deuce is wild on this sequence. 2 plays, 2 sacks, and now 2 points thanks to the safety. Offensively, there just didn't seem to be much of a plan when they came out on attack. That let the defense create a little chaos up front, and set up one of their guys to make a play and get through and record the sack.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Running right, here's Achane.
That one a first down pickup of 8. And third quarter here, you got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On play action, it's Murray. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Third quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10.
Swim.
A give, running right, Achane. And he'll get about 3 out of that up to the 39-yard line.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And this offense on third down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Murray. Open man is Higgins. That he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
A gain of 6 yards.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
It seems like a short distance, but a yard in this situation, not easily done. So big compliments to the guys up front for creating some space, and especially the guy taking the snap and finding a spot, finding a sliver, an opening, and making it work.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. A quick throw going to be caught by Worthy.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And It'll be second and a couple.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 29-yard line. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
They have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start, and pass plays like we just saw. They're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the fourth quarter.
And that they have in every way. And plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
Murray now going to do it himself.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess? He didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Yeah, that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally. But he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Dolphins can't convert on fourth down. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Allen going to throw. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. They'll come out now in an empty backfield. 5 receivers split out, 2nd and 7. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down.
Round 80!
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
So a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17.
85, half 85. What's that?
Allen. Shakir hauls it in. And he has got half of Bills' first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
19 yards. That's good for a Bills first down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
I got him, man. I got him. He's mine. All 52. Half. What's that?
To throw, it's Allen. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Well, these two teams met earlier in the year in Buffalo with the Bills winning that ball game. So they're looking for the season sweep with a win here in Miami. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Allen to throw it. Pressure comes and down he goes. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long.
5 wide. What's that?
Back to throw. Allen winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. A big play here for Buffalo. And even 60 yards.
It's a gain of 60 yards. First down, Bills.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Harris running straight ahead. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. And CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about here. But it may be cliche, but give them credit for this. They've continued to fight and scratch and claw, and they get the touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And I'm okay with that cliche, all right? Maybe it'll alleviate the sting a little bit because at least they can look in the mirror and realize they fought all the way through. Horrible game for them, not one they'll want to remember. At least they keep their heads up and have some pride when they leave the stadium.
An extra point by Bass, up and good. As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. He may go. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Extra point attempt to come here. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
65, Bills 28.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. sheds off the tackle.
And he returns this to the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. A partner. They do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
They hand this off to Harris. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here's Allen. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Half 85. 180. Look out.
Looking to throw. Allen. Allen going to run with it. He's going to let it fly.
And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down.
One final try here for Allen. He'll try to do it himself. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw, as this play will stand as is. A run straight ahead with Achane.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And down to the 36-yard line here.
115 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats